Today marks 24 years since the 9/11 attacks, when terrorists stormed 4 cockpits, turning commercial jets into weapons of mass destruction.
Just days ago, an extra layer of safety was put in place on certain airliners to prevent that from ever happening again.
Chief Transportation Correspondent and pilot Maycay Beeler here to explain what exactly this is. And this has been really a long time coming.
A long time coming, and we did talk about it the other day, but this is so important. And with the relevance to 9/11, we're going to review it again. So you might notice something different if you fly in one of Southwest Airlines' brand new Boeing 737 MAX planes. It's a security device that looks like a gate. It's kind of retractable. It's like a door, and it acts like a physical secondary barrier to the flight deck. So this is something that has been in the works for a long time, but only now has been started. This is, in other words, it deters hostile people from trying to storm the cockpit at a time when the pilot may need to exit or enter. So Southwest is the first airline to put the barrier in service. Well, Southwest got a jump start on the other air carriers because this is a year before the FAA mandated deadline to have them installed goes into place. It's going to be on all airliners. So again, it's a retractable door or barrier that protects the flight deck should a pilot need to open the door during flight. And as we all know, it was 9/11 when terrorists used airliners as weapons of mass destruction after they forced their way into the cockpit. Well, since then, airline cockpit doors have been locked, fortified, and beefed up to prevent unauthorized entry. Doors are reinforced with Kevlar panels, making them storm-proof and bullet-resistant. Yet with the Airline Pilots Association reporting there have been at least 52 hijacking attempts worldwide since 2001, airline labor unions have fought for additional protection, a secondary barrier to protect the flight deck for various reasons, including when nature calls.
Okay, Maycay, so this is a safety measure when pilots need to use the restroom, right?
Mm-hmm. Because as we know that in the cockpit there's no restroom, and pilots are human and they need to get up. So when they would open the door, oftentimes, passengers would see they're coming in or out. That might encourage somebody to storm the cockpit. So with the secondary barrier, they would close that. They wouldn't see when the pilots are exiting or entering.
So before these fortified doors, what were they using up till then?
So maybe you noticed they would take the beverage cart, flight attendants would, and they would block the entryway to the lavatory and then the flight deck. So beverage carts, and oftentimes there'd be a curtain. They would close the curtain. Now, obviously, the curtain's not going to stop anybody, but at least they couldn't see what was going on to encourage anybody.
I always wondered about that curtain, and now we know. So we know that this is only on one airline for right now. Are others going to follow suit?
Yes. So currently, well, first of all, I need you to know that existing planes, there's no retrofit for existing planes. So for new aircraft, we know it's on Southwest. New airplanes rolling off the Boeing and Airbus production line will have the barriers. And according to CBS, United and American have confirmed delivery of at least one aircraft with this secondary barrier. And Alaska says it's expecting its first delivery in November. Southwest says every new aircraft it takes delivery of will come with the barrier installed. So this has been in the works for a while. In 2018, Congress mandated all new airliners must have secondary barriers, and it was included in the 2023 FAA rule. So airlines have until next August to comply on all new aircraft deliveries.
Okay, Maycay, one more question. Other means of protection if passengers don't feel safe, right?
So there are air marshals on board, and this has increased since 9/11. They have been before, but they've increased. But you don't know what flights they're on, so behave yourself. Right? They're out there. Also, we have federal federal flight deck officers. So some of your pilots are armed.
Wow.
That's a special program. They're trained. So
I don't think I knew that. Some pilots can carry.
Flight deck officer program.
Interesting.
Not all, but some are specially trained, and you don't know who's got a weapon on the flight deck. So.
I feel safer as a passenger, though, knowing that someone that is trained and knows how to defend if something were to happen.
That's right. And the secondary barrier, long time coming, like we said, Annie. So we'll see more and more of those. It's a retractable gate type door.
Okay.
So look forward to seeing those on Southwest right now.
All right, Maycay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.